Hey there, everybody, it's Monday, April 3rd, 2017. Welcome back to another Dukes of Dice Daily. This is Sean from the Dukes of Dice. And because it's a Monday, it is a new release day for the Dukes of Dice podcast. Episode 137 dropped earlier today with some local guests, Jeremy and Matt. And we did our top 6 board game apps. We also looked back at our review of Nippon from a year ago in our Dukes Double Take. So go check it out. Go to dukesofdice.com. You can even find some of the episodes here on YouTube. So yeah, a couple things. I wanted to mention that as part of the episode, we did an interview with Mike Gennade from Rock Manor Games, and they have a new Kickstarter that's actually going to go live tomorrow, Maximum Apocalypse, and I'll be doing a preview video, which should be up later tonight, early tomorrow morning, somewhere in there. So just want to kind of just give this a quick shout out. Maximum Apocalypse, it is he calls it a rogue-like game where you're kind of sneaking around this map. Kind of think of Forbidden Island or Forbidden Desert. You're trying to do things on this map, but it's this post-apocalyptic theme. In fact, it's maximum apocalypse because there's alien invasion, zombies, all sorts of stuff. And it has even a feel of Sentinels of the Multiverse in terms of some of the individual decks the players have. It's cooperative and some of the card play. So definitely go check that out. All right. I did get something in the mail today, and this was from Board Game Bliss. I actually got tipped off to this by Aaron from Boards Alive. Maybe it was Quentin, I don't know. They share a Twitter account, and so when they DM me on Twitter, I don't always know who's talking. But not just one, but 2 Ray boosters for Star Wars Destiny. I had only had 1 booster box and the 2 Kylo Ren starter boxes. So now I've got 2 of these, and I will be doing a review of Star Wars Destiny on the podcast in a couple weeks with Rob Rouse and possibly Christina from Blue Peg, Pink Peg. So I'm pretty excited for that. Okay, well, what I wanted to talk about today was this Terra Mystica app. They just announced that it's coming out April 20th, 2017. That's just a little teaser picture. And I gotta tell you something. I'm super excited for this. I love board game apps. In fact, we just talked about board game apps on the podcast. But I don't feel like I'm ever necessarily excited for one to come out. I'm never just like, oh, I can't wait for it to come out. Maybe that's just a little weird on my part, but this one, I'm super excited. Terra Mystica is one of my favorite games. In fact, it was my number 2 game when we did our top 10 last August on the podcast. And so I'm really excited for this. Now, just to kind of show you a screenshot here, scrolling down through some of the races. Let's see if I can make this a little bit bigger. You can see there, it looks pretty sweet. So I'm pretty excited for that. So question, and since this kind of ties in with the podcast, do you get excited for board game apps? Not just do you enjoy playing them, do you want to play them, but you get excited for them when they're coming out. All right. Well, leave a comment there in the comments below, and we could talk about that. But let's move on to Board Game March Madness with a spillover into April Armageddon. It's here. It's April 3rd, so it's April Armageddon now. And we have an update. No, not yet. Here, we'll just do this. We'll go over here. Sorry, I'm getting all click happy here. Basically, let's see what we got here. We had 2 matchups over the weekend that you all voted in. Lisboa versus This War of Mine. You can see there Lisboa was the winner. And then it was First Martians versus Empires of the Void 2. And First Martians took it. I don't have the tally in front of me. I did it at work. Not that I do stuff for the podcast at work. But these were the winners by a decent margin. Pretty decent margin for each of them. So they are both going to advance to the next round, to round 2. So here's kind of the updated bracket. You can see who is advanced into round 2, who we've left behind. In fact, we'll go ahead and zoom in here so you can see here are the matchups. So Charterstone versus Seventh Continent, Near and Far versus Lisboa, Yokohama versus Pandemic Legacy Season 2, and then Yamatai versus First Martians. So this is going to get tough here as we're kind of going through the bracket. So now that we're in round 2, we are just going to be doing one matchup a day instead of the 2 from round 1 per day that we were doing before. So today, it is the number 1 seed Charterstone versus the number 9 seed the 7th Continent. And we've already talked about both of these games, so I'm just putting them up there so we know who is in this particular matchup. So if you'll be so kind as to vote below who you want to advance to the next round to help pick the most anticipated board game of 2017, Charterstone or the 7th Continent. So this will get tallied before the next video tomorrow, Tuesday, goes up. So sometime Tuesday evening is when, at least in the US, North America time zones, is when you have to vote. So be sure to vote, because every time that you vote, for every day that you vote in, you're going to get entered into a random drawing, and the winner is going to get a copy of the game. So definitely vote. Help spread the word if you can on Twitter, Facebook, etc. We'd really appreciate it. We're having like 50, 60 different people participating. No, closer to 40, 50 participating a day. So I think it's really cool. All right. Well, I think that's going to do it then for Monday. Hope everyone had an okay Monday. I will see you on Tuesday. And until next time, this is Sean, and talk to you later.